Neptune was the first planet to be discovered by mathematical calculation rather than direct observation from a telescope. So after Uranus was discovered in 1781, it only took about 20 to 40 years for astronomers to figure out that Uranus's orbit was not acting in the way that it should have been according to Newton's laws. So because of Uranus's orbit being off, some people thought that Newton's laws needed revision, and some people predicted it was because there was an unknown planet that was influencing the gravitational pull of Uranus's orbit. So in the 1840s, two different astronomers predicted the exact path that Neptune would need to take in order to be pulling Uranus off of its correct orbit. It was in September of 1846 when an astronomer used a telescope to look in the exact place that this predicted planet should be based on the irregularities in Uranus's orbit. And so Neptune was discovered, chilling right there where they predicted it would be. Because Neptune contains winds that go up to 1,200 miles per hour and as low as 700 miles per hour, as well as unpredictable storms that appear and disappear all over the entire planet, we know less about what's going on under the outermost layer of Neptune than we do about any other planet. We currently have no tools that can predict what lies beneath this outermost layer of clouds that move in crazy, unpredictable ways. So this is the gist of what Neptune is about astrologically. It is about predictions, the unknown, things that you cannot get a proper read on or observe directly. So if you know a little bit about astrology, you know that Neptune is about ideals, and it's also about illusions, and it's also about delusions. So I sort of see it in this way. It is the unknown that you can take a guess at, but you can only take your best possible guess at with the tools that you have. So here's the thing. Your best possible guess could be spot on, or your best possible guess could be completely off of the mark. There are idealistic moments when your guess is on point, but those are sort of few and far between when it comes to a bunch of guesses that are off of the mark. So a good representation of this is guesses. So oftentimes when Neptune makes really prominent aspects to other planets, there are mystery illnesses and things of that nature. As well, Neptune rules over UAPs. These are things that we only know so much about, but the rest of the unpredictable nature we can only take guesses at. When we feel the effects of Neptune in the sky, it creates a fog that we cannot see through. It inspires spirituality and creativity so as to put together your highest ideal of what is beyond the fog, so to speak. So, because Neptune moves around the zodiac so slowly, an entire generation of people will all have the same Neptune placement, just like Pluto and just like Uranus. So this affects an entire generation's ideals and how they express themselves through art and the kind of spirituality and illusions that people are going through at a certain time in history. So, if Neptune falls in a certain house in your chart, that tells you what area of life contains that energy of the unknown, creativity, spirituality, illusions, and ideals. Because of the fogginess and the unpredictable nature that's associated with Neptune, Neptune is also the planet that rules over drugs and alcohol. These put you into an idealistic state where you're not able to actually see the reality of where your baseline lies while you are under the influence. So if Neptune is in positive aspect to another planet, whether it be in the sky or in your chart, you're more likely to see things like imagination, healthy spirituality, psychic-like abilities, and creativity. You're seeing the ideal side of Neptune. But if Neptune is negatively aspected in the sky or in your chart, it can create things like confusion, and even decision, but a general lack of clarity.